What's good, y'all? And welcome to my review for Maze Runner: The Death Cure. So, Maze Runner: The Death Cure is directed by Wes Ball, who actually also directed the other two Maze Runner movies. And the cast includes Dylan O'Brien as Thomas. By the way, fantastic performance from him. He was great as well. I mean, like in every movie I see this kid in, he's great. In Assassin, in what was that movie called? American Assassin. He was fantastic in that movie. Maze Runner, he was fantastic. I mean, hell, this kid got like seriously injured doing a stunt, and it was life-threatening. So this guy's dedicated. I would love to see this guy maybe in like an MCU movie. Anyway, we have Thomas Brody as Newt. He's my favorite character, by the way. I love Newt. Katie Scuderio as Teresa. King Hong Lee as Miho. I think I butchered that name, as well as many more. So, the plot of Maze Runner: The Death Cure is Thomas is going against the evil corporation that's trying to find a cure for this virus that affects people that turns them into zombies. That's pretty much the main. Now, one thing I gotta say I'm surprised about is, number one, this movie was not split into two parts. I mean, with all end of trilogies based off of books nowadays, they're always sent into two parts. I mean, Twilight had that, the Hunger Games had, but no, not this one. This one I was like, oh shit, this is just one movie? This is not two? Oh, thank God. That was going to destroy the pacing. Anyway, and yeah, like I said, the cast was phenomenal. Like, greatness. This movie was just, the cast was great. They were all fantastic in this movie, especially Dylan O'Brien. He was definitely the highlight of the movie. And also, let me pull up the cast one more time. Thomas, come on, you stupid iPad. Dylan O'Brien and Thomas Brody, they were definitely the highlights. Like, their friendship in this movie was just absolutely fantastic. Those two have like great chemistry together. But now, things about, like I said, the cast, the action sequences were also well directed. The movie was overall well directed. The music was also really fucking good. This one, like, really goes like, holy shit, that's actually some damn good music while I was watching the theater. But now I don't really there's the film, the action scenes were well directed. The action scenes were well directed. The acting was also great. The movie was well directed. The soundtrack was great. The performances were also fantastic. Now, my only real flaws I had with this movie, well, there's kind of two. One, the movie doesn't really, doesn't have like an opening text crawl of like text to because remember guys, this movie was actually was delayed because of Dylan O'Brien's injury he had while for the Maze Runner, that stunt he did. While I was watching, I was kind of looking for stunts that looked like he probably could really have hurt himself. The only one I can think of is maybe when he jumps off that roof. I don't know if that was the one day where he gets just injured or if it was someone else that was life-threatening. I was kind of looking for like the most dangerous action sequences in the movie. I was like, okay, which one of these look the most dangerous that could actually be life-threatening if you did them wrong? But I think, besides that, I couldn't really think of anyone. Anyway, because there's one thing about these Maze Runner movies that I'm sure we all agree, they are forgettable. Like, after I saw the Scorch Trial in the first Maze Runner, I've never rewatched them. I never bought the Blu-rays for them. I just saw them in the theater, was happy with what I saw, and then moved on. But since there was such a long gap between this and the Scorch Trial, because I'm pretty sure the Scorch Trial came out like 2015? This came out 2018. So when we started, I was like, "What the hell was going on?" I forgot what the plot was. I forgot what the plot was. I forget what happened in the Scorch Trial because the Scorch Trial came out so long ago. I personally really did enjoy Scorch Trial as well, the first movie, but they were forgettable, and I never really had any real, drive or anything to really go out and rewatch them. I would have liked to maybe see a little text window in the front of the movie, or maybe with Thomas narrating over clips of the other two movies, telling us like, hey, here's all that happened throughout the first two movies. I would like to see that, and also the guy throughout this whole movie, there's a lot of scenes throughout the whole movie where the characters are going into a tough spot, their backs are against the wall, and we think they're probably going to die right now or get captured, and then they always get saved. Now, it happens like 4 or 5 times in the movie, but by the 4th or 5th time, I'm like, come on, this game really way too convenient at this point. But that's more little bit one more like a little bit of a nitpick from my part. But I would have liked seeing them not do it as much as they did in the movie. As well as the tech. But one thing I gotta say, that there was a scene in this movie. I will not spoil it for you, but that was just heartbreaking to watch. When I saw that, I was like, no! Like, it didn't bring a tear to my eye or nothing, but oh, the feels. It was so heartbreaking to watch because I love these two characters. I'm not saying any names because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but oh man, that really hurt. That was really heartbreaking and hard to watch, that scene. If you've seen the movie or read the book, you know what I'm talking about. Which actually, when we saw the first two, make sure I actually saw with my brother, who actually read all three of the books. He didn't join us for the death cure because my brother rarely leaves this room. And he didn't really like the first two. But like after the first Maze Runner movie ended, and we were on that cliffhanger about Phase 2, as soon as we let I was shaking my brother, being like, "What's Phase 2? What's Phase 2?" I was like, he's like, "The Scorch." I was like, "Okay," and then the Scorch. I was like, because I was like, "What the hell is Phase 2?" So I was shaking my brother down and telling him like, "What's Phase 2? What's Phase 2?" But besides all that, my final verdict, I would definitely, if you are a fan of the previous two movies, I highly recommend you go watch this movie. If you're a fan of YA or young adult movie adaptations, you'll probably enjoy this one too. Although I question your taste in movies or book. Yeah. So my final verdict for this movie is a 9 out of 10. Now, in case you guys wonder, like, where does this rank in the YA, movie adaptations? Like, okay, I don't know if the Hunger Games count, but if the Hunger Games count, that's number 1. The Maze Runner movies are number 2. Twilight's number 3, and Divergent's number 4. Wanna know why I put Divergence lower than Twilight? Because the Twilight movies are low-key kind of guilty pleasures for me. My mom dragged me to each one of those movies with her. I kind of got a little bit of enjoyment out of each one. I mean, they're not great movies in the slightest, but I can get some decent enjoyment. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit hyped for that fight scene at the end of Breaking Dawn Part 2. But I was also really fucking salty when it was all just bullshit. I was like, it was just like, like, just what could have happened if he didn't do this, which I hate it when movies do that. But yeah, and the Divergence movies, I never really liked. Divergence never really interested me. I just saw it as a ripoff of the Hunger Games. I didn't waste my time with Insurgents. And your movie's bad when the third one, your franchise, goes straight to HBO. Not even straight to DVD, straight to HBO. That's when you suck. But anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you like. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. One other thing, guys, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but in case I haven't, if you're curious wondering where this ranks in the series, I would say this is definitely the best in the trilogy.